Hello, everybody. It's Carolyn here. Come on in, everybody. I know you probably are saying, who is this person? She hasn't been here in a long time. I guess I was here live. I did my Stock Savvy sessions here live. Yeah, that was about a week or so ago. But I haven't done a face-to-camera live in a bit, so I got something exciting to say when I come face to camera live. So, hey, Joe, I wanted to just say good evening to everybody. It's been a while since I've talked to you, and I always have 2 or 3 things that I want to talk about. So, let me just get started. Today is March 31st. Now, if you remember, there's 2 times of year in which I try to go crazy with posting financial information out here. And one of them is my birthday month, which is August. And so in August, every day, I post something here on my Money Reverse page and on my Twitter. And I get something out on email on a regular basis. Hey, Lori. Hey. So the other time that I really want to go crazy and post stuff about finances and money, and that is in April. April is Financial Literacy Month, National Financial Literacy Month. So for us finance nerds, we go crazy in April. Hey, Sita. Hey, girl. I am so glad to come online and see all my friends. Yay. Hi. So tomorrow is April 1st. And that is National Financial Literacy Month. Now, what I'm going to do, just like I've done for the last few years, I am going to post something every day here on my Money Reverse Facebook page, on my Twitter page, and it is Money Reverse. And then once a week, I'm going to get something out on Twitter. Now, what I'm going to do differently this year is I'm going to come on live once a week, and I'm going to teach on a subject that you find interesting. I don't want to, if I say I've done all these things and I've done such a great job and none of my followers find it interesting, then I really kind of wasted my time. So what I wanted to do was to ask you guys what financial topic or what money topic interests you the most. If you could get a free class sometime in the month of April, what would you want that class to be on? Because I am going to take what you say and I'm going to come on board once a week and in the month of April, and I'm going to teach on something. Now, I have a poll that was put out here earlier this week, and it asked that question: what financial topics do you find interesting? So some of the things that you could hear, let me look at the poll: credit, debit, credit, debt, saving, money mindset, kind of the mindset around money. That's an interesting one. I don't think I've ever taught anything about that. That sounds interesting. Retirement, anything about money in the Bible, biblical finances, or anything else, stock market investing, any of those things. Let me know, or something else. What if it's, I don't know. So I'm just going to ask you, whether you're watching me here live, if you have anything that interests you, go ahead and put it in the comments. And if you're watching this on the replay and you say, okay, somebody's asking me about some financial topics that I'd like to know about. Yeah, I'm going to come on live once a week and just give a free class. It'll be 20 minutes or so, or, something like that. So let me know what interests you. It says, how does investing in stocks differ from IRS and taxes? How does investing in stocks affect IRS and tax? Oh, good one, Lori. That is a good one. I can definitely talk about that. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Yeah, I can see where you would be interested in that. Now, Lori, I'm going to tell your business a little bit. Lori has just signed up for my 21 Days of Stock Market Investing class. Hey, I have class that's starting this Sunday, April 7th. And so April 7th, April 14th, and April 28th. So in 21 days, you're going to be investing in the stock market. And even if you're a total beginner, if you've heard anything about my class, I teach it just like the Holy Spirit taught me. And I assume that you don't know anything about the market, and I'm going to teach you soup to nuts how to invest in the market, give you a virtual investing account, actually coach you, put together a portfolio. You'll be trading against the real market with virtual money, and then do that for 60 days. So that class is coming up this coming Sunday, April 7th. So with that, there's still time to register. If you want to take that class, I would advise that you do. I only teach this class twice a year. I keep saying I'm going to teach it 3 times a year, but it just doesn't work out. And the reason I don't teach it that often is because I teach it all live. It's not. Have you ever signed up for a class and you sign up for it and it's videos and somebody put you by yourself doing videos? That's not how I teach. I'm showing up. When you're showing up for class, I'm showing up for class. And then I'm coaching you as well. So I can't have 3 classes going at the same time because I got students that I'm going to make sure that I'm there for you. And this program really lasts 9 months. So I can't have a whole lot of them going on at the same time. So I only do it about twice a year. So if this is the year that you said you wanted to learn stock market investing, I am going to encourage you to sign up for this class. Sign up for it. I'll see if I can get a link here, post it. It's 21 days to stock market investing with me, Carolyn Williams with Money Reverse. So that's coming up as well. I like that topic, Lori. Any other topics that you can think of now or later as you're watching the replay? Thank you. Oh, the hearts. Oh my God, you guys know I love the hearts. I love the heart. So thank you so much. But yeah, I'm thinking that I want to come on board once a week and teach something about finances and money, and just do that once a week in addition to posting every day here on my Money Reverse page. So I want to post what you want to hear. So whether you're watching this live or watching on the replay, just tell me what you want to hear. Let's see, what else is there? I think that's it. You guys have any questions for me? Anybody got any questions for me? Where are you guys from? I can guess. I know. I think I know. We got somebody here that's from North Dakota. Somebody here that's from Memphis. Memphis? Do we have Memphis here? We have Arkansas here as well. So, yeah. When you're watching this, tell me where you're from too, even if you're watching on the replay. Okay, so April, National Financial Literacy Month. I'm going to go crazy giving out information because I want you to be so comfortable with your financial knowledge. I want you to be empowered in your finances. I want you to be empowered, and I want you to be progressive in your finances. It's so interesting that that's where we're called. Hey, Miss Montez. Hey. Yeah, Lori, there's Lori. She says she's in North Dakota. And there, Sita's in Memphis. Hey, Leah Montez. Yeah, so I am going to, I just want everybody to be so empowered in their finances. I don't want you to be shy. If there's something that you said, I wish I had more knowledge on this, go ahead and type it in the chat or respond to the poll, because then I know how I can better serve you. Yeah, it's important. It's important. It's important. The Lord has really been dealing with me a lot, a lot in the last couple of weeks about finances, about, teaching things that I should be teaching. And I am in this one program that I'm doing at church. And he's really been dealing with me a lot. And I'll share with you just a little bit. I'll share a little bit about what the Lord is sharing with me. When I learned a lot about finances, those that don't know my story, I was diagnosed with a brain tumor a number of years ago. And when that tumor was in my head, I really was seeking the Lord for healing. And during that time, the Lord started teaching me about kingdom wealth and about finances. And And during that time, he told me turn the TV off, and I really was kind of secluded. And that's when the Lord, when I was pulled aside, that's when the Lord really started working with me and teaching me and taught me everything that I know. I was not, my family, even one of my sisters is here. My family's like, who is this person that all of a sudden is talking about all this money stuff and investing in the stock market and doing all these things? My family, didn't even know me anymore after the Lord had dealt with me for all those years. And even my mom says anytime she hear me, anytime I'm going to a speaking engagement, she wants to go because she wants to hear what I got to say, because this is not stuff that I talked about my entire life. So that's kind of my story. And the Lord reminded me of that this week and said, Carolyn, people that get it, he has riches, he has promises in the word, but only when you pull aside and come away from the multitude will you get the true secrets. So being out there and, kind of what I'm doing now, just putting everything out there on Facebook, you can say, Lord, I really want you to bless me financially, but we each have to pull aside and say, I'm going to give up this and put my focus on what your word says about money, Lord. I'm going to make some changes so that I align best with what your word says, so that I can get that information from you that you have for me. And that's exactly what happened to me. The Lord is reminding me about that time in my life and saying, okay, Carolyn, not saying I was wasting my time, but I'm starting to see that until you get hungry enough to want your financial life to be different, and you pull aside and you say, Lord, I want in my life the same thing your word says. I want in my life today, in the area of finances, I want it to match the word. I'm reading the word. I see what your word says, that we are to be a city that sits on a hill, that you own all the cattle on 1,000 hill, the beasts are yours. Everything's yours, Lord. This is your kingdom. And you want to prosper your people. Okay, I'm your person, Lord. Everything's yours. How come I'm not seeing that in my life? And he's saying, we've got to pull aside. Come out of the multitude. Get out of the outer courts. Everybody's in the outer courts, right? In the outer courts of God's sanctuary, but only when you get into the inner court and when you get into his presence that you start to really hear from him. So the Lord is reminding me about that this week. I'm getting to where I can talk about it and not cry. I've been crying all week about this because he's talking to me, because I've got to share this. So this wasn't what I came on live to do. I came on live to really have fun and be live and ask you about what I can post for Financial Literacy Month. But that's what we've got to do. That's what happened to me. It happened with a tumor in my head, but I was pulled aside and I had no influences outside of what the Lord was telling me. I had no TV, I had no radio, I wasn't going to any movies. I was barely socializing because I was ill. I was a little bit ill with a tumor in my head. So all of that to say is, if you're watching this and you want to see a difference in your financial life, one that aligns with what God's word says, I'm going to say, seek him diligently and say, Lord, I want a different financial life. And I'm gonna just stay here with you until I get it. That's what it's going to take, and he will start to reveal to you. Because he's not just spewing stuff out there in the multitude. He's not. He's the stuff he's telling me, he's not spewing it out there in the multitude. He's not. But I can tell you, and my family can attest to what my financial capabilities were after that 4 years. And to the point, I'm not a finance major. I'm not a finance major at all. Not at all. And when you talk to me, even, and I did go to school later, like last year, in 2017, I did go to school for finances later. And just what my instructors shared with me, it brought tears to my eyes, because when they, saw how I did in class, of course, straight A student, and never taken any finance classes in my life except what the Holy Spirit taught me. So all of that to say, I wanted this to be more fun, but that's just kind of what's coming out. If you need to pull aside and say, Lord, I'm ready to step away. I'm ready to step into the inner court, which is more private. I'm not going to be out here in the multitude anymore. I want something more, and he wants to give us more. So stay with me. Let me know if that's you. If you are watching this now, if you want more, you want your financial life to better align to God's word, can you just hit the heart button? Just hit the heart button. If you want it a lot, hit the heart button a lot. And let me know if I'm talking to someone that, if what I'm saying that the Lord has been telling me this week is resonating with you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I'm there. I'm there with you. I've been in tears all week about this as the Lord was just sharing this with me. I'm surprised that I'm able to talk about it now and not cry. I've been crying all week about this, and not sad tears. It is sad tears. I'll tell you why the tears are sad. And it's because there's people that's going to miss it. There's people, he wants to tell us these things. And he's showing me, but Carolyn, if we all don't want to go there, I don't have this for everybody. And I'm going, Lord, why not? Why don't you have this for everybody? You gave it to me. I want everybody to have this. And he goes, everybody's not doing what you did. Everybody's not willing to do what you did. And I said, but I had to do that. I had to pull aside. And I pulled aside because I got the instruction to pull aside. I didn't have to. I got the instruction to pull aside. But remember, there was a tumor in my head. I wanted to listen to everything that the Lord said. So I think what I'm going to do this week, just from this conversation, that's some of the teaching that I'm going to do this week as well when I come online live. So all of that to say, happy Financial Literacy Month. April is National Financial Literacy Month. And so I am going to be posting here on my Facebook page every day, and I'm going to come on board once a week live and teach on some subject that you tell me about. Now, also, I have a stock market class. My 21 Days to Stock Market Investing class starts this coming Sunday, so there's still time to register. If you're interested, look here on my page. I have the information here, so I would love to have you in class. I do lots of sharing about my testimony, and really we get down to the nitty-gritty of getting in the stock market and trading. So I got several people, and yeah, Lori's already signed up. Thank you, Lori. I am so excited to coach you, Lori. It says, how do we use the volatility? Ooh, how do we use the volatility index, girl? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. The volatility index. Lori, you've already signed up for my class. We're going to go through that in great detail. As a matter of fact, Lori, when I finish here, since you've already signed up for the class, I have another teaching in which I'm going to give to you that talks about the volatility index, about the VIX. How did you know about the VIX? Did I tell you? Did I tell you about the VIX? How did you know about the volatility index? Did I give you a teaching on this already, Lori? So I'm going to give you a teaching that I did. Rabbit hole. Got it. Well, yeah, the volatility index. The volatility index, for all of you that don't know, it is an indicator that tells us how much of a roller coaster the market's on. You know, if the roller coaster is going like this, that means the market's going up and down, up and down. One day it's way up, one day it's way down. It's kind of woo. Now, when the volatility index is called the VIX. Now, when you have a flat market, this means you look at it and the Dow may be up 30 points, it may be down 100 points. It changes less than 100 points. So that's pretty much a flat market. But when you see sometimes the Dow goes up 600 points and down 1,000 points and the next day is up 300 points, that's a very volatile market. And there's an indicator that we use to look at that. And that I love looking at the VIX because that's one indicator that I think is very spot on. I trust that indicator. It's spot on. Lori, I'm going to put an extra teaching in our class area, and I'm going to talk to you about the VIX and about market volatility. I'm going to put that in there tonight, so you'll get that before class starts because you're so diligent. You've already signed up for the class, and you're just digging and all into it. It's going to be so fun to be your coach. You're going to... If you nerd out like me, I'm like, watch out, class. I'm sorry, because I get so nerdy on this stuff. I get so nerdy. So now, if you're interested and want more information about the stock market class, just let me know. If you want to have a conversation with me about it, I can tell you about it. It's not a cheap class, but it's not an inexpensive class, and it's not a cheap class, but it's worth it. I promise you that you will be able to make your money back in probably just a couple of trades. You'll be able to make your money back in a couple of trades. So with that, I am getting ready. Hey, Beth. Hi, Beth. Boy, it's been a long time since I've seen you, lady. Okay, so I'm gonna say goodnight to everybody. Look for me to come on board live once a week here, and I'm gonna let you know so you'll know to look for me once a week in the month of April, because again, it's National Financial Literacy Month, and I just want to teach as much as I can and share as much as I can. And for those of you that follow me here on Money Reverse and like my stuff and give me hearts, I love hearts, so just give me some hearts before I go. You know, like my stuff. I really appreciate it. So I want to come on board and give you something live every week. But even so, you will see some postings here on Money Reverse every day. Thank you, guys. Good night, everybody. Let's see anybody have any questions. Hey. So I'm going to say good night, everybody. Let me know what topic interests you most. And happy National Financial Literacy Month. And I want you to be more financially literate at the end of the month than you were before. And that is because you're connected with Money Reverse. Thank you so much, everybody. Good night.